suggest you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape. Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought a stroll might clear my head.
What's to be done about this?
I wonder if I'm cut out for this. I swear I've not Keep moving.
Ah, good, you return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim. As how fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent? This scrap. 'Twas part of this alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's scheme. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King. If Regent King Sven, you have done well, Your Majesty.
It seems we were right to suspect the Queen Regent. We ought to keep an eye on her in the days to come.
There is much we ought to tend to. Of all those who serve the I refer to Waldar many a time as Deeza, and many a time as our laws dictate. Thus, what say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate? I've prepared a means. This mission demands the utmost. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid. There is much we ought to tend to, if while examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I made a curious discovery. For some time now, what's more, this cannot be mere, yet 'tis strange. I dare say, 'tis a frail hope to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering there is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen tidings of your good deed. 'Twas you who I have instructed the soldiers who were present to spread word of your involvement. They were only too happy to oblige. The soldiers who were tasked with delivering freight are found, and have requested that I pass on words of gratitude to your Majesty. 'Twould seem their cargo consisted of armaments destined for Melv, a commodity much sought after therein. As such, I anticipate your name shall be. I believe there is but one locale you have yet.
What to make of this?
Peruse at your leisure.
Someone is looking. This way. Is there aught about me that... Caught their eye?
Greeting. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Do come again.
Interested in my wares? Many thanks.
You fool enough to fall for it. Shame on you.
Mayhap I'll seek out.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right. Much obliged.
Welcome to... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a... Come back any time.
Why, you there? Your presence is requested at the tavern this evening. Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my concern. The fellow said aught about the usual place.
This looks as good a place as any.
I've things to do, if you don't mind. Let's take it easy today.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't head to market, methinks.
Well met, sir. What do ye want?
Living's hard, but dreams are free. Greetings. You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. I have seen your path. May these words guide you true. You've my gratitude. 'Tis lovely to see you. A lonely place, but not without its charms.
Wait to see what the day holds.
Couldn't hurt to rest my feet a moment. 'Twill near get done if I stand around talking.
Time was, used to think that'd be on account of immigration, but not so. See, a child born of both races always favors the beastren. I've things to do, if you don't mind.
Goblins approach! Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed. No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next. If memory serves, there is another place we were to visit not far from here. We might kill two birds with one stone, or focus on our current objective. Both choices have merits. I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently. Don't we have a report to make, Master?
Anything for you, Arisen. Off I go.
There's no hope to be found where'er I turn. Children!
Now that's just splendid.
Swapping stories is one of life's great pleasures.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
Were you not listening? The tavern, tonight, the usual place. Now you know you can leave me in peace. I don't have all day to play at being a page.
The Goblin's lair lies somewhere along the west. I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind to know someone taught them a lesson at least. The Goblin's lair lies somewhere along the western road. I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind to know someone taught them a lesson at least.
Fancy a look at my wares? In my line of business, patience is key. Tis good to be busy. Work begets opportunity. Tis good to be busy. Work begets opportunity. Always a pleasure.
Always the same. They are. Just how I like it.
Monitoring all day. It's tiring work. They'll wish they'd helped, and all I serve is gruel.
If I could, I must earn.
Time to be heading home.
To turn in for the night.
Now there's a worthy prize, if only 'tweren't so far away. What has come over you, Arisen? My nose tells me there's aught close by. I'll have a look. Here's hoping we find something worth the trouble.
This really is fun, costume. This part's a little different as well.
Well, we're something.
Cheers to a tale by a master storyteller. Picture my story entertaining. Our hero ventured into a shrine holding the bow, whereupon he found serpent and soldiers in battle. Though to the Lord's aid he would fain have left unease over the so behind a pillar.
This really is fun.
And not a moment too soon, for there came a flash of light.
This part's a
Here
bit
the
different as
room
well.
filled with screams, soldiers wailing at their plight. Then the shrine grew deathly still, and our hero was all alone. For every last soldier had transformed. And with the presence the gloating serpent was caught by surprise, and with a pitiful hiss, leaped the pillar.
Need anything?
Besides, do any more?
A tad rowdy, but I can't complain.
Might well while you're here, eh?
I could almost nod off where I stand. Life can be tiring, even
Lots to
with
do.
no troubles.
Precious little time.
All I need right here.
Ah, a ferry stone! With that in hand, we can leap from one end of the kingdom to another in a trice.
We must save it for a time of dire need.
All this work?
Is there naught be... Business has been better, but I shan't complain.
Say, have I seen you around?
Always another errand to see to.
We'll have to stay a while. Time to be heading home.
Off to Mark I go.
Gather round, gather round. Aye, got some What would you of me? I'll have no trouble.
This really is fun. Switching. This part's a little different as well.
If I could, I'd never.
This looks as inviting.
The answer's here.
Leave off before you earn my
quite
spite.
enough.
Together we are indomitable.
Indeed, 'twas enough to make one pity our foe.
Naught I can do but wait for death to...
Say, weren't we tasked with another errand that sent us somewhere near here?
Shall we head there now? It would save us having to make the trip again.
Our road was a long one.
Good tidings. As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off, and that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. Fond enough to purchase it from me? I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can afford. Well, friend, what say you? Sorry I am to hear it. You know where to find me, should you change your mind.
'Tis the dream of many to own a home, Master.
Don't think you're safe just because you're in the city. Monsters have gotten bolder of late, and more ferocious. One found its way inside the common quarter just the other night. You could say 'twas an ill twist of... I wonder if building a nice, high wall is...
I'd fain sell you this home of mine. Only don't ask me to lower the price. Sorry I am to hear it.
We pawns are barred from entering the palace, but nothing shall keep me from escorting you to the gates.
Won't someone do aught about this?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
I must act quickly, ere it is just too late.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me allow you passage.
Would that I ne'er had horse to draw. Must hold out to something.
My knees have been acting up of late. Boy, have a little faith in yourself!
Steel yourself, and we shall not fall here.
I'm not putting up with this.
How dare you!
That's it. I've had enough. I've not trained for this.
soldier can have. If you want to leave, show us your, sincerity. Don't you dare think to try anything.
I'll not stick my head where it will get cut off.
There's no easy thing making a living as a soldier.
Pay what's due, and you can bid this cell goodbye. Cause no trouble, and we'll get on just... Barely the vim to tie my boots. Shift's done, I'm off to the tavern.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty.
I'd rather not draw steel if I can avoid it.
If you've naught of consequence to say, hush up, or be gone. If you've naught of consequence to say, hush up, or be...
I'm nodding off where I stand.
You looking to join? Don't bother. Stay away from me. Quit acting so chummy. What's your problem?
I'd rather not draw steel if I can avoid it.
hasten home, were this not my duty.
Pawns may not enter the castle grounds, Master. We shall have to part ways at the gate.
Agora esse squad vai se fuder, mano.
Fret not. I'll make the pain go away. Hold just a moment.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
What manner of madness is this?
This place is awful dull. Can't complain of it. I'd rather not draw steel if I can avoid it.
Huh?
Thanks, I suppose.
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Oho! The ruler, you say? Claim you to be arisen as well, then? I must applaud the audacity of spinning such a falsehood. Though the possibility certainly stands that the man currently residing in the palace is but a pretender. Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be Arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the And what befell him? Ha! Crusoe, aye. I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be? Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts, and I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me. That said, tell me, does that ring? I suspected as much. Then we are done here.
A place to quench one's thirst for knowledge, eh? I'll admit, 'tis an intriguing prospect.
My master told me that the slums hide many secrets. Mayhap we ought to investigate for ourselves.
I think I get the idea.
Now you've done it. I mislike the look of this.
I'm unsure how best to proceed.
Good to see you, Master.
I don't tell half as many lies as my parents.
His armor's seen better days.
Would that all my days were so tranquil. Such quiet is a blessing.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
Now you've done it.
Such quietude is a blessing.
Alms for the poor. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble... Few can afford perpetual generosity. I hope...
I'll gather these now. 'Twould be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
I must be dead. Is there anything to do?
The heavens have forsaken us. All is lost.
It's been a hard day.
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
We have yet more locations to attend to. Where to next? I suppose the location nearest here would be a good place to start. We were to make for Harv Village, as I recall. It is not far from here.
I'm in fine fettle today.
What a racket.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for? I know it's
Not sure what got me out of bed at this hour.
There's got to be something fun to do.
Suppose I also earn my...
We visited all but one of the locations Captain Brandt told us about. The sooner it is done, the better, I say. Stepmaster, Goblins! We need not shrink from danger. We've the strength to prevail over anything.
never